to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
Difícil.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way.
Ó, Alan acordado. É. Difícil. Oi, Saris. Boa noite. Boa noite, ele. Boa noite, Mila. Boa noite todo mundo, né?
This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster.
É monstro.
And monsters wear many faces.
Many faces. Entendi agora. Pode tá saindo de boas? Tá tudo de boas? Tá tudo indo suave? Ou não? Sobre o que é? Até eu esqueci na real também. Caralho, o cara pelado. Peraí, deixa eu apagar a luz. O áudio do game é mais alto que minha voz. Deixa eu consertar aqui rapidinho então. Ok. Agora, tá saindo? Meu áudio tá de boas? Nem eu lembro na real, Mila. Nem eu lembro. Um tempão que ele... Peraí. Ele mostra. Outra salsicha. Ah, porra. Tá de boas agora? Tá de boas então. Oi.
Already gone.
Peraí. Será que tem... Tem alguma coisa por aqui? Tem nada por aqui. Ah, por aqui. De boas. Peladão. Mila, então. Se eu lembro, é sobre o Alan contando a história dele para ele escapar de uma coisa que tá acontecendo com ele. Aí ele tem que contar uma história. Tem que fazer uma história, na real. Alguma coisa. Não lembro bem. Antes de a gente continuar, eu vou Vou colocar um vídeo de recap. E aí todo mundo vai ficar bem informado. Puta madre.
Onde que o caralho?
Eu vou morrer aqui de um ataque ao coração, né? Mas é bom, vamos lá. Vamos passar pelo conteúdo então. Corre, bicho pelado. Ai. Tá vendo anime? Boa. quê? Esqueci. Hemingway. Caralho, mano. Do nada o Alan apareceu na frente, mano.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go
Love you
on work
both.
trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Era muito sério, mano.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Com beach. Continuando testando.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Somos carinha bem.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Perguntar pra ele.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Cara é bem boa.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Ok.
I want to see the
Vamos lá.
body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't
Entendi.
miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Ok.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Ok, você pode acessar os quadros de caso dentro do lugar mental. Pera aí.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Ok.
The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Ok. Então, morreram dois. Como é que é? Todas as vítimas dadas como desaparecidas têm outros pontos em comum. Pista, ferramenta, quem. Então, foi dois homens e uma mulher, né? Então você. Corte profundo no tórax, coração ausente. Todos os corpos já começou. E pulso de perna. Ok, métodos militares. A única coisa em nada. Causa nada morte, mate, exposição da água. Perfil do assassino. Tatuagem no corpo. Você tem uma tatuagem. Em resumo, o cara tá pegando peças do corpo. Isso. Tá pegando coração. Tá pegando pele. Pele das pessoas.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
Esse é um lugar mental, não pausam o jogo, então cuidado com as ameaças proximidades. de boas. Então não dá propositalmente que eu fazer isso aqui. É, de boas. Vamos lá.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson. Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Ok.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Getting back to nature.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan? Hey!
Mercado Cauldron Lake.
Deputy
Or-
Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool.
Legal.
Hunting down psycho
Assassinos
serial
em série
killers, and
psicópatas.
shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Let's just see his body, shall we? Para você já é Gory, Game of the Year.
Now, this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now, he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No talk.
Esse cara fodeu,
You
mano.
owe me a coffee.
Esse que
Okay.
não vai ganhar.
Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Sim. Aquele cara que abriu o peito dele com uma faca.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
É, ok. Agora, permite que a saga veja a imagem principal com a no caso. Então, esse aqui.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Esse aqui não vai ganhar. Então. Ok. Corpo do bosque perto de Falls. Perfeito. Tem ligação com o assassino. Estamos aqui para investigar. Pode ser. Ah, encontre novas provas. Então tem aqui provas. São 3. Então. Assim, nada. Passos. Morte. É. Passo. É. Vamos lá. Ele não vai. Caralho, o cara morreu com o
Step
pipi
one.
no ar.
Examine the corpse.
Ele já fez.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Okay.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Parece outro caso do cara, do dentista. Eles removeram o coração dele, na real. Será? É possível, a pista recente descoberta na pergunta aberta. É. Nós vamos achado perto do corpo da vítima. Correia de carga usada para prender a vítima. Voz. Mais. Traumatismo do tórax. O cara foi aberto com uma faca como um carniceiro.
That's not right.
Não.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Okay. Vítima, assassino. Dedução conforme você avançar na fantástica. Ok. Casos, mapa e vamos lá.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Eu lembro foi 2. 2, né? Não, peraí. 3. É, peraí. É, tem uma... Ah, ok, boa. Ele tava bebendo.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Ok. Não, atividade aqui. Provavelmente que não. Substância. Do que não? Para depois. Para depois.
Was he killed here, or brought here after? For display?
Pode ser. Ele vem de por aí, né? Eu lembro ele tava correndo, ele...
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
No shit! Don't you see his fucking heart out? Fuck.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Mais um agressor presente. Cena bagunçada, crime passional, premeditado. Pode ser premeditado, já que ele não fizeram alguma coisa com o corpo dele. Não fizeram dança, não queimaram, não. algum, como é que é? Algum sacrifício assim, então, vamos comer o coração do... Entendeu? Pode ser que seja premeditado, não sei como que é. Não tem mais nada por aqui.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
But you can trust me. Well, I've been doing some deep research online, and I know how to keep confidential
Any idea
matters,
who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is
Certeza.
Nightingale. He was FBI.
Gale.
He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale. Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Depois de descobrir a pista de falar com a pessoa ou se ameaçou em torno. Vamos lá, rapidinho. A vítima. Peraí. Ninguém teve a notícia da cara por 13 anos porque apareceu agora onde ele estava.
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago.
Ok.
I haven't heard a word about him since. Well,
E ele?
until now.
Foi ele qualquer coisa. Estranho.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Padre Casos.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Mas Quem foi? Quem que é ele? Quem é o cara que fala que não quer que eu tenha the lake?
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Então eu tava errado. Peraí. Eu tava errado. Ele foi parte de um ritual. Entendi. Ah. Consigo sentir que nem eu do lago, mas porque agora depois de 13 anos onde teve. Cara, tá meio sério esse caso aí, cara. O cara foi sacrificado por alguma
The
coisa.
lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good.
Hola.
This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Ok.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Oh.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Que é? Não dá pra ler, não. Eu sou cego.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Então tem a trilha esfriou e tem pegada surgiu debaixo da pedra. Quem esperar depois. Esse, se acredita, vai aqui, né? Esse aqui e vai aqui.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Muito mistério não tem sentido. Fazendo as perguntas erradas? Pode ser. Então assim está nos observando. Vambora. Olha. Peraí, falta uma coisa. Página.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Então tem que. Tem que voltar então. Tem que voltar. Onde aconteceu tudo. Ok. Aqui. Ou seja, a vítima era dos seus ou agentes especiais da FBI, Robert Nightingale. Desapareceu neste local 13 anos atrás. Agora ele aparecerá de repente, mas foi assassinado em um ritual brutal e sangrento no mesmo dia da chegada deles. E lá estava esta página, a primeira página que tinha encontrado, não a última, o primeiro passo rumo à profundeza aterrorizante, verdades secretas tremulando sob o limiar. Peraí, voltou já rapidinho. Tem pessoas na porta. Voltei. Era o vizinho aqui passando por aqui. Tão bom. A gente vai testar depois, eu só pensei que a gente pode fazer. Essas palavras pareciam uma mensagem, era uma mensagem. Alguém sabia que ele estava aqui, ou que estava fazendo alguma jogada, um jogo com eles, enganando-os, um convite para poder recusar a enorme ousadia desse mistério impossível apresentada a ele mesmo, que soubessem que acabariam se machucando. Ok? Foi isso.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them, leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them, even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Estaba lendo, mano. Sério. Mas eu vou. Então, seguinte aí. Intro de sim. Ali. A gente vai ter que voltar lá no corpo dele e... Será que a
Found
gente...
all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Game of the Year. I don't know. I really do not know. I have to finish the game before I put a comment about it or anything. Because I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Ok. Descobri todo o que podia aqui. Preciso levar o corpo para ser examinado na cidade. Pois. Objetivos.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative to do... what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Mas não sei, eu tenho que terminar o jogo pra saber se é o Game of the Year, entendeu? E mientras eu tô fazendo fazendo alguma coisa, eu vou colocar um recap do 1
You made it back.
pro pessoal que
Good.
tá meio
I
perdido.
hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Vamos lá, voltar a ajudar.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Ah, a chave. A chave daquela porta que a gente não podia abrir, né?
Thanks.
Olha.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far.
Oh.
Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Vamos lá.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Brickfall.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.